In the shower.
Hello, YouTube. How's the day going? Alright, so, check it out, guys. They want us to kill each other. That's basically what's really going on here. I mean, and they, George Soros. This dude is evil, evil, evil. Alright. Now, there's a guy that has dementia. There's a certain guy that has dementia and likes to smell kids and touch them. That is not our president-elect yet. And, there are still pathways to victory for the old orange guy. Okay? There are a lot of people. Okay, so I'm all over the place here. In the last video, I had some comments from some really good people. I can tell that these people are 100% good-hearted people. I mean, by what they say, okay? I don't know them personally, so I don't really know who they are. But based off what they've said to me, they're really good people. And I've already made a video about how Trump could be controlled opposition and how Alex Jones could be controlled opposition. Now, these things may be true, and they possibly could not be true. These are things that we just cannot definitively state a fact about. Now, I can see the way people would think that Trump being controlled, I can see how that would be true. You know, I mean, I can see certain tells that would lead somebody to believe him to be controlled opposition, such as the vaccines and the selling weapons to Saudi Arabia and, you know, a couple other things, not having an opinion on bump stocks, you know, certain things. Now, in the Q community, they believe that this is because there's a bigger plan. And with Alex Jones, he believes, or he tells us that Trump made a different vaccine, one less harmful that you would have to take other than Pfizer, so you wouldn't be injecting HIV and having an cytokine response in your body, cytokine response in your body, and, you know, all these other things. So Q is saying there is a backup plan. Alex Jones is saying that Trump is doing these things because it's less harmful. I am a person who wants complete 100% disclosure, no behind the scenes games, and I understand that in the higher politics they think that there has to be behind the scenes things that go on because it's a national security risk or whatever, right? I don't believe in national security risks. I believe that everybody should know everything. And true transparency would lead people to have faith in the system. Here nor there are things that go on in the back, behind the scenes, that we are not privy of. Okay? So this gives, hold on, guys. This gives truth to what Q is saying, and it gives truth to what Alex Jones is saying. So there are truths to what they're, you know, the reasons, if in fact they are sincere, there are truths to what they're saying. there are factual ways of getting what they want done. Like I said, though, I don't believe in, behind the scenes, secret societies and all that stuff. I just don't believe it. I believe in straightforward truth. It's hard for me to even tell a little white lie. But anyway, here nor there. So, is Alex Jones controlled opposition? I don't know if Alex Jones is a controlled opposition. I don't believe he is. I would like to think he's not. I like Alex Jones and everything that he has done. I mean, 99% of you guys wouldn't know about any of this if Alex Jones hadn't come out in the beginning. Is that a true statement? It is a true statement. When 9/11 happened, him and Jason Burmis both collaborated and made Loose Change. Jason Burmis, I believe, is the sole director, but Alex Jones was in on it. Okay, so when 9/11 happened, these two collaborated and made Loose Change. And without Loose Change, probably at least 80% of you people wouldn't know any of this stuff. You wouldn't have learned about any conspiracy theory, quote unquote, because it was never in the mainstream. It was never in the limelight. Limelight. I don't know how to say that. Is it limelight or limelight? Who cares? So, you get my drift. It wouldn't have been out in the open. Now, my grandmother, she was keen to some of these things. So there is traceable lineage passing downs. My grandmother was a conspiracy theorist, kind of, when I was a kid. And that was to do with the Kennedy assassinations, the Gulf of Tonkin, stuff like that. But, so you guys know that in 1969, 63, the term conspiracy theorist was coined by the CIA to make people like us look crazy. When in fact, and we're just trying to expose the truth to everybody because we're being lied to. And that's a guaranteed fact, okay? We are being lied to. 1,000% we're being lied to by every organization. And that is, there's another plan. And you guys know about it now. It's out in the open. It's, Build Back Better, the Great Reset, the New World Order, Agenda 21, Agenda 2030. All these things. And there is an ultimate goal. And the ultimate goal for these people is a one world currency, a one world religion, and a one world government. So, Alex Jones, to bring this into perspective, Alex Jones has been sounding the alarm about this for 20, 30 years. Even if he is controlled opposition, none of you people would know about it without him. Let's say that QAnon is controlled opposition. There's about 30% of you, 20 to 30% of you out there that couldn't handle Alex Jones that wouldn't know about any of this without QAnon. And then there's 10% or so of you out there that are Republicans that wouldn't know about any of this without Trump, because Trump has exposed quite a bit of this. I mean, not quite a bit. He's exposed the top layer of this. Okay. So when somebody calls somebody a controlled opposition, what they're saying is that they release a little bit of information but steer you in a different direction than the ultimate true goal. Okay? So they release that the Gulf of Tonkin was staged by the United States. There were not 2 ships that got blown up by the North Vietnamese, but they said that there was, so we went to war. So they exposed this. And then they take us down the path of truth, but then they say, but don't fight. Somebody has control. We're okay. This and that. And I can see where Alex Jones and QAnon are both controlled opposition, and so is Trump, you know. So you can have your theories about who is controlled opposition and who is not controlled opposition. The plain matter of the fact is, without these people, you, my friends, would be in the dark. We all do know that Christ is the only truth that matters. But exposing the truth in politics will ultimately bring people to Christ. So, you know, there's a lot of people that say beware of, you know, conspiracy theories and this and that, and watch where you're getting news from, and blah, 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 all this and that. So sometimes I will relay messages, and I will tell you, I'm not sure if this, but this is what was said. I can prove this, and this is what was said or done or whatever, and I will tell you this. But sometimes I will just relay messages that I hear. So, to all you people in there in the comments who believe Alex Jones is a controlled opposition, that's okay, obviously. That's okay. Everybody is entitled to their opinion. But as of right now, the Trump, and that's the only thing that we have that's stopping us from being taken over by the New World Order 100%, like right now. So, and then David Knight said it very simply and very correctly. Either you can take Joe Biden and put him in office and we can go to the New World Order right now, or you can put Trump in office and we can go to the New World Order in 2030. You know, it's the lesser of the two evils. Obviously, I don't want that to happen ever. But from the game they're playing and the lingo that they are speaking, I believe they're true. And I believe that they have the best interest of this country in their hearts and minds. You know, Alex has never steered me in the wrong direction, not once. And if he does, he will correct himself. How many times has CNN or MSNBC or ABC had lied to you and just blatantly lied to you without even correcting themselves or whatever? You know what I mean? So obviously, choose your battles wisely and choose your news wiser, or more wise. Anyway, guys, God bless you. God bless America. And I will hopefully be seeing you on New Side of Freedom.
What the